Let's talk about Say No November Week 1 recap. I chose to start us off with small habits. Why did I choose small habits? Because they will have the greatest impact on what we're able to do and how we're able to move forward as we change these little things in our lives. So there were several things that we were saying no to. The first one, no procrastination. Then we decided we would say no to clutter, no skipping breaks, no multitasking, no using chores as an excuse to not get things done, and no buying things that we do not use. If you reflect on these, what one do you think is the hardest for you to do? You have to identify it. Let me know in the comments. Changing habits is very difficult because these are small things that you do each and every day. Sometimes we do them and we do not even realize that that is what we do or that is our character. And changing who you are requires a lot of self-reflection, but also a lot of motivation. So sometimes we don't change because we're not motivated, because it's hard, it's very difficult. So for number one, when we cut out procrastination, what did I do? I personally stuck to using my priority list each and every day. So that helped me stay focused and then take a first step. So we didn't want to procrastinate, we wanted to put action in place. So in order to say no to scrolling, what did I do? For me, the easiest thing is not to even turn on the apps, like not to even click them. You may have another way to not get lost in scrolling, like setting a timer or giving yourself only certain rewards to get on apps, like on the social apps when you have completed tasks. Sometimes that's helpful. Another thing that we said no to was clutter. So I actually cleaned out several areas during Vlogtober, and I had those videos, so I will post one of them up here. You could check it out. But also what I do is try to find an area each week that I can try to go through and organize, because as you know, when you have kids in your life and your own self, you collect a lot of things. Like, what do we collect a lot of? Books, paperwork, pictures, items of awards and things like that, because I personally am very sentimental. So I have boxes of my kids' schoolwork, like the papers, and somebody made the suggestion that I should just take a picture of it and then have those pictures, like I could print up the pictures of the artwork, but I kind of just still want to hold it, not just a picture, but the actual thing that they created. So needless to say, I have a box of that, and I will insert that so you can kind of see what I do. So I fill up a box, and then as that box gets full, I ended up putting it in like a big cardboard box, and then that goes in the attic, which I'm not sure if that's a great idea because papers can break down and all of that. However, it just lets me know that I still can get to it. And I will tell you that those boxes have saved me during parent-teacher conferences when teachers have said your child didn't turn this in or that, because teachers are human. They may misplace things. I have a copy of it. I have a record of how my child did. I have a record of things they turned in because I kept them all. So sometimes that's a good thing. Okay, so this is the actual box that I use to collect my children's things. And as you see, this is a like a photo or documents box, I think, from Michael's, and it says choose joy, which I think helps me decide to choose joy when I get my kids things. So what I do is I just put the items in here, so as they do things, I just load it in, and once it's full, I end up, as this one is, taking it and putting it in a big cardboard box and then labeling the year that it is and putting it in the attic. So currently what is happening, I am stacking things on top, and I do a lot of work with my youngest daughter at home, so I print up worksheets and I put them here so I can also show her teacher that stuff, but I create tests and things for her, and I just put everything here in a stack. So everything is here, and then it gets put in the attic. No skipping breaks. what do? We work so hard. We go, 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 and then we are exhausted. So you have to build in a break for yourself. How did I do this for myself during this first week? Is allowing myself that time in between tasks. I have made a video in the past about how we don't allow ourselves enough buffer time when we're doing things, and this buffer time could also be your rest time, because if you are going so quickly in between different activities and different tasks, you are not giving yourself time for a mental reset, and that is very important for us to think optimally. Now, this one is very easy for all of us to get into because there's always a task that needs to get done around the house. There's always laundry that needs to be folded, washed, put away. There's always dishes that need to be washed. There's always a floor that needs to be vacuumed or a piece of furniture that needs dusting. Could I go on and on with those household chores? But we can't allow our household chores to get in the way of our own personal goals. That's why I am a firm believer on time blocking. That means if you just feel like you cannot focus if that dish is still in the sink, or if that piece of if that article of clothing isn't ironed and put away, or if your sweaters haven't been gone through for the next season, like if that is holding you back from getting started, don't use it as an excuse. What you need to do is use a timer. Set your timer for 20 to 30 minutes. Do whatever you need to do. When that timer goes off, that chore time is done. Then you focus in on your goals. If you keep letting chores stop you from starting, you'll never start. Because tomorrow, guess what? There'll be another chore that you need to get done. This other one is one that we have to focus in on each and every month, and that's not buying things that we will not use. So how do you get out of that? Go through what you have stashed away for whatever you're attempting to buy. Like, oh, I need a new pair of shoes. Do you really? You need to go through the shoes you have. You may even discover a shoe that you forgot. So it's like, if you think you need something new, you might not, because you possibly already have it. I've had that happen to me several times, especially because I'm a collector of all things stationery. So I have a lot of pens and notebooks. So I just need to pull out that drawer and look in and see if I can find the size that I'm looking for now, or the type of paper I'm looking for, or the type of layout I'm looking for. Look in your collection for what you already have and use it. As a mom and a woman, this one is hard and challenging because we love to do so many things at one time. We are saying no to multitasking, because if you multitask, those activities are not getting the best of you. What is happening is those activities are making a mess of you. Because what happens is your attention is divided. Yes, people think they can do more than one thing at a time, and you can, but you can't do more than one thing at a time and do them all well. Something will suffer. This is hard for me because we're in an electronic age, so your phone can always have something available. You can search things up as soon as you think about them. You can look something up online, but what do? Back to my timer, back to my time blocking. I go ahead, I'm gonna work for this amount of time, not looking at phone notifications, silencing notifications, not answering the phone, all of that, because I am focused in on this task. That's what you have to do. You have to cut out distractions and decide. Just even switching to search up something when it comes to your mind gets you unfocused on the task at hand. So you need to keep a notebook beside you where you can write it down by hand, not using your phone, because again, that's another distraction, but writing it down pen to paper. What was the hardest thing for you to say no to in week 1? We are moving into week 2, and it has been going very well. We are looking at boundaries and balance this week in week 2, and I think it's a great way to build on top of our small habits, because once we have habits in place, we also need to protect those habits. And setting boundaries for ourselves and others is a way to do that. I encourage you to continue to follow along for Say No November, because it will keep building upon itself, and I'd love to hear about how it's impacting you as we continue to move through the month. Just know that every no that you say is creating the life that you choose with purpose and intention. So what does this mean? I keep repeating it, but do you understand it? It means that you are creating what you need for you in order for you to become who you are supposed to be. Not anybody else, not your kids, not your husband, but who you are supposed to be. So continue to focus on you as we move through November and keep building. If you haven't already subscribed, I encourage you to do that and continue to follow along, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.